Good day and welcome once again to our fourth lesson in this subject, and we will be dealing with types of speech context and speech styles. So at the end of this lesson, we are expecting you to be able to identify the different types of speech context and speech styles and to give your own examples for each types. So let us start with these two types of speech context. We have intrapersonal and interpersonal. So when we say intrapersonal, it is a type of communication which involves only one person. It means to say that you are just simply talking to yourself. You are acting as the sender and the receiver of the message. It mostly happens if you are crying and blaming yourself for why things happen. Or if you are thinking about your crush, or you are daydreaming about something. So that's intrapersonal communication. Just be careful when you are doing this kind of conversation. Just make sure that no one is around so you will not be considered as someone who needs psychiatric advice, okay? The next type of speech context is interpersonal. Unlike intrapersonal, it refers to a communication between two or more people, and it establishes personal relationship because you can gain friends if you are doing this kind of conversation, like when you are talking to your best friend, when you are talking inside the classroom, when you are having your speeches. Those are examples of interpersonal communication. So we have different types of interpersonal. It varies depending on the number of the persons you are talking to. The first type of interpersonal is the dyad communication. When we say dyad communication, that is a communication between two persons. Let's say, for example, you are having a one-on-one conversation with your teacher. You are having a one-on-one conversation with your best friend. So those are examples of dyad communication. We have small group. When we say small group, it involves at least 3 but not more than 10. It normally happens in our grouping if you have group activities. Let's say, for example, your teacher wants you to group yourselves into 4 and you have 8 members in your group. So you will be giving your own ideas. So that interaction between your group is considered as small group interpersonal conversation or communication. Next, we have public. When we say public, your audience now are more than 10. An example for this are teachers, priests, or even yourself if you are doing reporting. If you will be reporting a lesson, that's public speaking. You are now having more than 10 audience. Next, we have here mass communication. When we say mass communication, there is now the presence of mass media. It means that your audience are not just 10, not just 20, not just 50, but you can be seen all over the world. You can now inspire hundreds of people using your speech, and that is considered as mass communication. An example of these people are newscasters, writers, reporters, radio broadcasters. Those are mass communicators. So let us now proceed with the types of speech styles. In this, we will be dealing with the styles on how you communicate with someone. So the first speech style that we have is intimate. So we are only using this style with our close family members, with our loved ones, and with our partner, in which we tell information that are private. We are sharing something that must not be shared publicly. The way we communicate to someone differs depending on whom we are talking to, right? So, if you are talking with your family, if you're talking with your partner, you are much sweeter. Next, we have casual. Casual is used with your peers, like your classmates. In classroom, you can act whoever you want, you can use vulgar words, you can speak casually to someone. Next, we have consultative. Consultative happens if you have consultations and you are having formal responses, like If you're having a one-on-one conversation with your doctor, if he asks you something, you have to answer back as well. If you are called in the guidance office, you have to answer whatever questions he has in a formal way, in a professional way. Next, when you say formal speech style, it is one way. It means that you are just simply listening. I don't know if you still remember the Shannon Weaver model, in which you are just the one talking without anyone responding back. So that's formal. Just like the priest or the speakers in a seminar, they are talking without anyone answering them back. You are just simply listening, but they are talking to you. The last one is the frozen. When we say frozen, it remains unchanged. Our way of singing national anthem, our way of delivering or saying our Father, our way of praying, the way we sang the national anthem, the way we sing the ICT hymn, it will never change. So that's frozen. That would be all for today. I hope that it's clear. And have a great day. Enjoy the rest of the day and see you all next week.